Good afternoon. I hope you're enjoying this sunny day. Well, certainly you're in Perth. We've got some sun today, which is really, really nice after our rain, etc. Not that we don't need and enjoy that too. So I thought I'd come on and do a weekly for you today. Just to look ahead in terms of what the energies are coming for us in the week forward. We have some astrological, big astrological aspects happening with Lionsgate and the full moon in Aquarius. I've done some videos on those if you're interested in knowing any more, but I won't be talking about that here. So this reading is for this week, starting the 7th. However, whenever you see this is the right time. Coming to this at a later point, then maybe that's the right time for you, and hopefully there's some messages for you in that process. This is a reading that's for entertainment purposes only, and if you do like it, please like and subscribe, and or else let me know what else you might enjoy actually seeing. So with that being said, I will now jump into this reading, and I have a number of oracle cards down here, which is sort of going to give us some of the main energies, I think, of this week. And then I've got some tarot cards I've chosen here, and I may put some more down as well as we go. So these are the Gateways of Light cards by Kyle Gray. So these are giving us the big picture energies at a particular point in time. So what we have here is we have two cards. I felt like I needed to choose two. One of them is the Earth Star activation, and if you know what the Earth Star is, it's actually the chakra that's about 6 inches below your actual feet, and it really connects us to Mother Gaia, and it connects us to the earth, and it really grounds us. So in a sense, this energy of really anchored and grounded within ourselves and really being centered is actually really powerful this week, particularly given that we have a lot of different energies coming through, and some of them are quite major and creating some major changes in what's going around for us. So actually staying grounded is really important. The next card we chose here is the Arcturian light codes. Now, some of you may or may not be into galactic astrology. If you are, you will know that the Arcturians are a race from the cosmos, and in fact, the Lionsgate portal, which is coming in tomorrow, tends to sometimes bring in some of the energies from different galactic entities. And this card is saying that there will be downloads coming. There's a really, really powerful energy coming through. The Arcturians were very, very future oriented. And also they were very much into balancing and finding where they were in terms of their power as well. So there might be images and messages, especially tomorrow, given we've got the 8-8, which is about power, manifestation, bringing things into form in a really positive way. So if we stay grounded, that evolutionary downloads will actually probably help us progress in a really major way. But it's certainly coming through this week, and both these cards are bringing us some very powerful messages. The next card that we have here is the moon messages. So here we have two messages, moon cards. One of them is about the south node. So if you know about the south node of the moon, it's a point. It's not actually a planet or anything else itself, but it's actually the part of us that's about our early childhood. It can be about our karma programming we've brought in with ourselves. And so wherever we have the south node in our chart is actually telling us the things that we need to let go of, because in a sense, the north node is the exact opposite of that. And so when we let go of that old programming, the past energies, whatever karma and baggage we've brought in with us, then we can actually move towards what the north node is, which is our future destiny, which is a very powerful place to be. And with that south node, I mean, at the moment, the south node is actually in Scorpio and will be until July 1st of next year, 2023. So Scorpio is really getting us to dig deep, really get into deep, dark parts of ourselves and really, really transform all that energy as well. So wherever it's sitting in your chart will be a time of great powerful transformation, but also a time where you need to let go of some of the things that are holding you back, perhaps. The south node, particularly given that it's in Scorpio is very connected to sexual energy. So it might also be about letting go of some of the issues that have held you back in terms of not just your sexuality, but in terms of your sense of who you are in either gender, male or female, and basically reclaiming that. So with that sexual energy and that reclamation of sexual energy, you're then able to create and come into a very powerful place within yourself. the card that goes with it is the full moon in Taurus. And this says that your dreams need basically a practical plan. Taurus is an earth sign, and in fact, the North Node is actually in Taurus at the moment until next year. So basically, it's asking you to look at your values. It's asking you to look at what you want, what you really value, and actually really put together some sort of plan so that you can actually make that happen. And with that manifestation energy coming through, particularly tomorrow with the Lionsgate portal, this could be a really powerful thing for you to look at what intentions you're setting, maybe do some journaling and meditation, which will help you really come through and find some parts of yourself. And the next card to the work with the light cards. The first one here is the crumbling. What are you clinging on to? And again, supporting that energy of the South Node. So the South Node is not saying don't let that past hold you back. And this card is saying, what are you clinging on to? What do you really need to cling on to? And what do you need to let go of? Because here we have like a mountain pass going into a beautiful, positive space. And there's all these things that are stopping us and holding us back. And that's really important for us to let go of all that so we can move forward into a positive way. And the card that comes after that is take a break. Your life's not basically a chore. It's not supposed to be hard all the time. It's a work, not a season. So get off the treadmill sometimes. So maybe part of what you need to be doing actually really and truly taking a break, taking some time out, getting out in the sunshine, digging in the garden, just so you basically can then find focus as well, so that things don't always become so heavy. And what we have here in terms of our Sacred Destiny cards is we have standstill. So sometimes standstill's a really good place to actually be. We need to stand in a place of actually just holding our own energy for a while before we can actually then move forward, because the card after it is leadership. So we're being asked to step up into being a leader wherever we need to lead, and that could just be leading in our own life or leading in our relationships, could be in our workspace as well. But it's about maybe taking a look at that, and with that sometimes and being in that leadership place comes a sense of maybe needing to forgive, maybe need to forgive the things that you might feel that you've not done well, or people in relationships that have not really positive for you as well. And actually by letting go of all of those things and actually doing so, then you actually can really move into that place of leadership. Because again, it's like whenever we hold on to energy of negative relationships or past experiences, we don't allow ourselves to really experience some of that beautiful place within us. We don't allow ourselves sometimes to lead from a place of compassion and love, because it can be those old toxic relationships we're being asked this week to really let go of, to have a look at and just let crumble away, that stop us from actually moving forward. So with that having said, now we'll look at the tarot cards. So the first card that came out is the Four of Wands. So this is a positive card. It's a lovely card. There's been some sort of foundation set. So the Four of Wands can be about celebrations and commitments, etc. But this could actually just be a commitment to yourself in that sense, because it's the wands are the spiritual and the fire sign cards. And so in some ways I'm feeling like this is actually saying that you've set on to a degree a level of foundation and some stability. It's that four where you found a place within yourself. Certainly are you moving into that. So what comes next is the Six of Cups. And so this is actually this can be a very, very happy place. This can be a place where the Six of Cups can sometimes be a bit nostalgic, take us back maybe to the past or places where we've been before, but certainly bring with us, that six brings a lot of joy, a lot of happiness as well. And maybe we can even be returning to things that we thought that we weren't going to have, things from our past life, things that we enjoyed back then that were important for us. And now when rediscovering those things about ourselves. And the next card, which is really interesting, the final card is the Tower. So what that does in that sense is by reclaiming some of those parts and those experiences of us, it allows us just to get rid of the things that no longer work for us. And again, supports that sense of that crumbling and that South Node, letting go of all the past. So when the Tower comes, it allows us to just basically let go, say, this is done, and I can move forward. And what we move forward into, and this card actually jumped out when I was these cards, is the Nine of Coins. So that's the Nine of Pentacles. So that's prosperity, that's abundance, that's things coming together. And that's a really, really beautiful, powerful place. That can be fertility. It can be about manifesting something that you really want to manifest, something that's very, very powerful and makes you really, really happy. And what else comes into that, what comes next is the Emperor. So you come into a real place of position of power and authority within yourself. The emperor is that energy of, bringing things together. He rules. He basically makes things happen. He's successful. He's dynamic. He's all of those things, and his energy is really, really lovely. It's also one of the major arcana cards. So part of our own journey and process in terms of we're also moving towards, because as we move from the Empress, which is finding our own internal feminine parts of ourselves, rediscovering our divine feminine, the Emperor is very much the divine masculine. He's that part of us that's courageous and brave and creative and bring things to the fore. And what comes next is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is a new emotional beginning. The page is offering us something. There's something in that cup that's coming for us that we're being offered, which is really, really lovely. It could be, it could just be, some romance, a love note, something like that if we're into that, or that's part of where we're at the moment. But it could just be also us just offering ourselves something emotionally, something that makes us happy, something that makes us joyful, something that spark that brings us something amazing and powerful. And what comes next is the Ten of Cups. I mean, I couldn't even draw a better card for you than the Ten of Cups, because the Ten of Cups is just amazing emotional fulfillment. It is everything coming together for you in terms of whatever you're wanting and needing in your life. On emotional level, it could be relationships, it could be family, it could just be love in general. It could be a sense of fulfillment, emotionally also from within, that I've actually achieved something, that something has come for me, and that I'm in a place now where I can just really, really enjoy and celebrate this with the people I love around me. Because the Ten of Cups is a social card. This is not about you making an internal journey. It can be about sharing that with the people you love and with people you care about and with people who make you happy. So, and who you make happy. So I think that's a very powerful reading and a beautiful energy coming in this week, which is really encouraging us to really let go of things that we're no longer needing to hold on to, so that we can actually find that beautiful place within ourselves that is emotional and happy and joyful and living with the past. And we move beyond the standstill, move from a place of, move into a place of leadership, but also forgiving ourselves. And of course, allow a lot of that spiritual energy coming through, those new downloads and those, reclaiming those powerful parts of ourselves and thinking about the future. And this all brings forward, a lovely, shining, happy future, which I think is where we're all heading. So I think that's a very positive place for us to be today. So I'm going to leave it there. I don't think I could say anything more positive than that right now. So I hope you have a great day, and I hope this week brings you not only great opportunities to let go, forgive, really release some of the things that you're holding on to. Certainly I am. But also find some very, some amazing things within yourself, and bring forward a lot of positive, joyful, happy, emotional things, as well as, divine guidance, etc., that you're needing to hear, and allows you to not only reclaim your power, but also allows you to think about the future and to move forward into that in a joyful, happy, positive, loving place. So lots of love to you all, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye for now.